Legends, what's up? It's Darkmech here with another raid guide. Today we're covering off the Assault of the Zaqali. This is a 2-phase hectic cleave AoE pants dropping encounter. Doof, let's send it, brah. So phase 1, to start on pool, you fight the boss where he's standing. You can bust as much into the boss here for about 30 seconds and get as much health drop in as you can. Then the boss will yeet off and your raid will split off and go to 2 platforms. You'll split your raid into 2 groups, 1 tank on each side, and then an even split of healers and DPS, and you'll assign the groups to 1 platform each. On these platforms in this phase, you're fighting a range of adds, and rather than bore you with a whole bunch of details, your add priority order is Magma Mystics first, Obsidian Guards second, Flamebound Huntsman's third, and then the Wall Climbers are your 4th prio. You need to damage through the Mystic Shield ASAP so ensure that the mobs, if you're the tank, are dragged onto the Mystic so they can get cleaved whilst it's going down. You're going to want to dispel the dot the Mystic puts out and kick the lava bolts when it goes to cast. For the rest of the adds in here, you want to dodge the red bad circles that come out of the Huntsman. On Heroic, watch the beam that comes out from the Obsidian Guard. Tag the Wall Climbers as soon as they jump onto the platform, as they'll be heading to the door. If you don't tag them and they make it to the door, there's a massive explosion that will likely wipe your raid. The boss will swap to each platform at 100 energy, going back and forth. When he lands, there is a big circle indicating the landing point. Move away and then dodge the lines and swirls that come out afterwards. When the boss is on your platform, tanks always ensure the boss is facing away from the raid group. This is due to the ability Heavy Cudgel, which is a large frontal and it puts a debuff on the tank, increasing damage taken by 15% for 45 seconds, so be smart with your cooldowns and mitigation there. When the boss is on your platform, you'll also be able to pick up rocks that are spawned, and you can pick these up and go over to the little yellow arrows and drop them on incoming adds. Healers need to avoid standing close to the edges of the platform, as this is where the adds will come up, and the last thing we want as tanks is for the healers to die by picking up aggro first, so make sure you're not near the edges. Phase 2, once the boss reaches 25%, he'll move to the middle of the room near the door and he'll channel Desperate Immolation. This will heal him for 10% of his HP and cause fire damage to the raid. Finish off any adds that are still up by just dragging them to the boss and cleaving them down. The boss now will use Flaming Cudgel on the tank, and this functions the same as before, being a frontal and facing it away from the raid. However, the hit will now put circles around players in the raid and fire will shoot out onto them. Just spread and don't stand in bad stuff. Lastly, the boss has a 100 energy ability called Catastrophic Slam. This is aimed at the door. The damage is split by people standing in the smash, so you'll need half your raid to basically be standing in the smash to avoid it destroying the door and wiping your raid. Now on Heroic, you'll get a debuff called Weakened Vitality, which means that you need to split the raid up basically half and half to soak these and alternate. And that is pretty much it. Any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. See you, fam.